morning, YouTube. Good afternoon, good night, wherever time it is when you are watching this video. As you would have seen from the previous clips, we have landed in paradise in the magical island of Ibiza. Currently making our way through a little bit of work and starting up the carb up for the run. I think this is the reason why people run, right? Is because you get to eat so much fucking food. But we have our first meal going down. We just went and picked up our bib numbers, etc. Went down to the thing for the registration. Of course, Natty King, bodybuilder, goes running. This will be very interesting to see how we get on. 22 kilometers is what I signed up for. And boy, the vibes in the villa are good. Met up with the lads that we're staying in the villa with the guys from the Creator Club. And oh my God, everyone's a sound bloke. The lads are having a great time. We went for a little bit of a shakeout run yesterday. Little cheeky 4-kilometer run followed by a couple of beers and some really good food in La Chiqueria in Ibiza. Very good chicken. Early night then yesterday. Everyone was kind of a bit tired, so we all got caught up on some sleep. Got up this morning straight to a little bit of client updates, and of course we have some food going down. Oats, banana, blueberries, dates, honey, jam, peanut butter, more dates, more salt. Just trying to carb up for this. I more than likely do a bit of a tour around the villa later on. Strap in, enjoy, like, subscribe, whatever else you want to do, and let's get into it. The race is on today at 5:15 p.m. So it's currently 12:30. We have another 5 hours or so before we get down to the venue and start running. So we'll see. I might take the camera to the marathon as well. Cheers. Pre-race meal gone down. Big bowl of oats, lots of rice cakes, jam, honey, all that good stuff. And now we're kind of all just chilling out. The boys are carbing up as well. The vibes are good, music's playing, everyone's swimming in the pool. Weather's lovely. It's actually a very, very warm day today. So it'll be interesting to see how we get on in the sun. Race doesn't start until like 5:30 or 5:15, I think. So we've another good bit to go. The vibes are immaculate so far. Ibiza has absolutely delivered. Didn't go crazy last night. Yesterday was the first full day here from what you've seen in the clips. So that was our first full day here. Landed in Ibiza pretty early at like 6 in the morning. So just pissed around town, got some good grub before we checked into the villa, and then met up with all the Creator Club boys. All the boys are absolutely sound. Plan now is to let the carbs marinate. Someone's after jumping into the pool. Let the carbs marinate and just chill out. Go for a dip, wait for the calm before the storm, and then this evening we have a big sand going down. Should be a funny one. The full Ibiza experience is coming along tonight when we head out after the race. Should be a good. All the boys are in flying form, so it should be a good one. We're gonna go in for a dip in the pool, so come along with me. Race gear is on. We have the badge number. And we're kitted out. So yeah, it's getting real now. It's about 10 to 4. So we have another hour and 15 minutes to go. The boys are just chilling here, getting kitted up. Very excited. Lots of food gone in over the last couple of hours. We're very much looking forward to this now. I'm calling it here to keep myself accountable. I'm going to get a sub 2-hour half marathon. The actual half marathon is 22 kilometers, and from what I've heard, I think a proper half marathon is 21. There's an extra kilometer there, but I'm going for a sub 2-hour half marathon. I reckon the next clip you'll see me will be after the race, if even that. Who knows? Because we'll definitely be getting on a couple of beers with the boys after. Vibes are good, everyone's feeling good, music's blaring. What more could you want? Of course, I didn't bring the DJI with me on the run, as I was already running with my phone in my hand and a bag of dates in the other hand. So I'm just putting over some iPhone footage that I got during the run. Here was me running around the 12 to I think 13 kilometer mark as things were getting difficult through the hills, and then of course we have the final clip as well. Leading up to the finish line, all the Spanish chicas screaming "Vamos, Natty King," pushing me on to finish the race. And of course the moment crossing the finish line was euphoric, something I've never experienced before. After that it was straight onto the beers, and this was top 1 pint of all times. The crispy cold Spanish pint, beautiful, absolutely beautiful, and then finishing off with the nightclub Chinoa that we went to. Good morning YouTube. There we have it. Never ended up recording anything last night, as we went straight on the beer after the half marathon, but we got a decent time. I'm delighted. Lads, was that hard? That was one of the most difficult things I've ever done in my life. I was saying to the lads earlier that I had to fight demons that I didn't know existed. From what the lads were saying, it was a pretty difficult course. It was supposed to be all downhill. There was a few small hills, but it was tough. Jesus, in the Spanish heat, the race didn't start until like 5:30 and the UV was still high. Sun was absolutely blaring down. I'm extremely proud of myself. Not going to lie, there was about a couple of different times where I thought I'm just going to walk it. I think the most difficult part for me was kilometer 10 to kilometer 14. That's when I thought I'm packing it in. But whatever way, the stations were spread out, the water stations, and then around that 10 kilometer mark we were running through Ibiza town, so I was like, there's no way I can walk here. Then had a gel, trialed out a gel for the final 7 kilometers, and that honestly saved my life. Whatever woman gave me that gel, she absolutely saved my life, revived me, and finished that last 7k really strong. But safe to say I won't be doing that again. You know, who knows? Never say never, but that was very, very fucking difficult. The knees are in bits, the body's taking a bit of a hammering. The body definitely took a bit of a beating. We went on the beer straight away, and I could barely climb out of bed this morning. The body is just paying for us this morning. Knees are completely shattered, and we're supposed to head to the beach club today with the boys. They're actually getting ready. There now, we have Big Sammy and Tom getting ready to go to the beach club. But the plan of attack for today is go down to, I think, Tropicana Beach Club and chill out, have a couple of beers and continue sending it as you would. But yeah, just wrapping up, having some breakfast before we head off. It's actually pretty late. I think it's half 12 right now, so we're just about to head to the beach club. I probably won't bring the DJI into the beach club. But yeah, just going back on the marathon, one of the most difficult things I've ever done in my life, by far. And once again, I did no preparation for this. It was like one 10-kilometer run, 2 or 3 5k runs before this. So I was firstly extremely proud of myself that I was able to run without stopping. And then to get the time that I got, I finished with like a time of 2 minutes or 2 hours and 4 minutes, which turns out to be like a 5:36 pace, which for a bodybuilder that doesn't run, I was over the moon. Around kilometer 17, I started crying. I started getting very, very emotional, and as I said, just fighting demons that I didn't know existed. But it was fun, and you'd feel on top of the world after it. And that's one thing I would say, is just do more uncomfortable shit. I don't know, just do hard things, because I felt fucking insane after that. All the boys did. Everyone fucking smashed it. And then we went out to Chinois, a bit of a nightclub here, and that was good, but I got to about 4 a.m. before my knees started giving in. Just couldn't do any more two-stepping, and this morning I could barely get out of bed, but yeah. Can't complain, we drive on. So finishing off this bowl of oats, and I will probably check in with you after we come back from the beach club. Don't really fancy bringing the DJ into the beach club. Yeah, I'll catch you in the next clip. Peace. So the next couple of clips you'll see here were actually from the boat day. I never ended up bringing the camera with me to the beach club on Sunday. So these clips that you see now here are from the amazing boat day that we had. We were filled with lots of sangria, some of the best seafood paella I've ever had. It was the most unbelievable lunch and time spent together. Honestly, this was by far the best part of the trip. The water, clearest water I've ever seen, almost like the Maldives. So enjoy the next couple of clips.
Pequito. Sometimes I just say a load of nothing.
Te grabo, ven.
¿Ah?
Habla. Sí. ¿Cómo se llama este pescado? Rodaballo. Es rodaballo.
Rodaballo.
Ostres.
We are eating some lovely rodaballo here in Formentera. The vibes are immaculate, the beers are flowing, sun is shining. What more do you want?
Muy bien.
Muy bien.
I didn't have to say anything, he just said it. I didn't say anything, he just said it.
No, it was the week after that. And there we have it, boys. What a trip. Ibiza half marathon complete. And what a trip it has been. I still haven't fully digested what's happened over the last couple of days, but that was just incredible. Everything from the marathon to meeting, or the half marathon to meeting the lads, making some awesome fucking memories. Where do I even start? I've no clue. Firstly, let's discuss the half marathon, something I am so extremely fucking proud of. Like, I can't put it into words of how proud I actually am of myself. This was definitely up there with winning my pro card, honestly, if not better. So a couple of things that made this sweet was, firstly, I had no real expectations for this half marathon. I said at the start, I just want to run for the whole duration and not stop once. Then as it got closer and closer, I was like, I'd love to get sub 2 hours in this half marathon. Now, without blowing smoke up my own ass, the only preparation I did for this marathon was 2 or this half marathon, was 2 5-kilometer runs and 1 10-kilometer run. Not only did I smash my goal of running without stopping, which is a big achievement, I ended up smashing the sub 2-hour half marathon goal. Now that to me is fucking mind-blowing. Someone, a bodybuilder that's dedicated all of their life to lifting weights, to go out, sign up for a half marathon with less than 2 weeks notice, doing 3 runs leading up to the half marathon, and then going out and smashing that, like, once again, without blowing smoke up my ass. To me, that's ridiculous. The official time, I was so proud I got it actually engraved here on the medal. The official time for the 22 kilometers was 2 hours, 4 minutes and 35 seconds when I crossed the finish line. That comes out to be like a 5:36 pace, or 37 pace, something like that. If someone told me I'd be able to run at that pace for 2 hours straight, I would have laughed at them. I've learned so much from this half marathon over the last, you could say, 2 weeks leading up to it, and then most importantly, the 5 days that we spent in Ibiza with the Creator Club lads, and then running the half marathon itself. It's honestly, I'm still lost for words. I'm a little bit speechless, but I'm just so fucking extremely proud of myself. Like, hearing the lads say that it was a difficult course, like a really difficult course. Some of the more experienced runners in the group saying that it was one of the most difficult courses they've ran. In those conditions, running at like 5 p.m. in 23 or 4 degree heat, the sun beaming down on you, that was tough as fuck. I thought my knees were gonna give up. Honestly, for me, the 10 to 14 kilometer mark was where I was struggling big time, at the point where I thought I was going to have to walk the rest of it, or walk for a little bit. But as the 10 kilometer mark was approaching, we were just going into Ibiza town and everyone was cheering people on, like running through town. I was like, I can't look like a fucking pussy here and start walking. So that pushed me through the water stations, lifesavers. Whichever lady gave me a gel for my last, I think, 6 kilometers. Thank you, you saved my life. I had to fight demons. I had to go to a very dark spot to complete this half marathon. Around the 17 kilometer mark, I was fucking bawling my eyes out because I was so proud that I've gotten this far, and I knew that if I have 6 kilometers left, I kept talking to myself, motivating myself. I raw dogged the whole half marathon, no headphones, had my phone in one hand, a packet of dates in another hand, because I didn't trial out any gels. Apparently you're not supposed to do that because they can fuck up your stomach. So I just went with dates, had a couple of dates in a bag, and then risked it for the final like 6 kilometers with a gel, which honestly saved my life. The body is definitely paying for it now, lads. The leg DOMs, I haven't experienced pain in my legs like that ever. I genuinely think I need 2 new knees and a knee surgery, a knee operation. The body definitely got a big shock. What definitely didn't help recovery was straight after the half marathon, going out and sinking God knows however many beers, and then dancing in the nightclub up until 6, 7 in the morning. So that definitely didn't aid in recovery. And then the day after, we went to a little restaurant at the beach, which was very cool. Great food, lots and lots of beers. The whole Saturday or the whole Sunday was pretty much a write-off, just beering at the beach, followed by some clubs. Monday then we had the boat day, which I'm sure you'd have seen a couple of clips earlier on in the video. And Tuesday then it was time to go home. But I had a fucking blast. Ibiza, thank you. I will be back for sure. Obviously not most of the clubs were open, as opening parties are actually on this weekend, but I will be heading back there in peak season to get the whole Ibiza experience, I guess. As I was saying, I'm not sure what sort of a vlog this will be. No idea what footage I have recorded, but it should be exciting. First challenge of many. What's next? Who knows? I have no idea. Full marathon? Do I hang up the running shoes and never ever run again in my life? That was the plan after this, but I see how people can get hooked. I didn't understand it beforehand. Even when I did the couple of runs beforehand, I was like, how can people enjoy this? But I think I get it now, especially after you've done it. It's the runner's high, that euphoric feeling of accomplishing something hard, something really fucking difficult, and knowing that you're able to run for over 2 hours in ridiculous heat without stopping, running at a decent pace. It's mind-blowing. Honestly, I'm impressed at what the human body is capable of, what I'm capable of physically and mentally as well. But yeah, first trip of many. I don't think I got any clips from the Valencia trip. I was only there for 24 hours. So all you're seeing is Ibiza footage here, but there's a couple of more trips planned. Don't worry about that. But yeah, the whole weekend, the Ibiza trip as a whole was incredible. The marathon, meeting the guys from the Creator Club. It was a bunch of guys. There was like over 20 of us on the trip. 9 of us staying in the villa. People I've never met before from around the world, from America, Scotland, the UK, everywhere, coming into one place and clicking as if we knew each other for God knows how long. You know, everyone brought lots of value, good vibes, and that's what it's about. You know, I'm extremely grateful for the guys I've met. I've left with brothers for life and a family after that Ibiza trip. I'm honestly grateful that my paths got to cross with these awesome people. So yeah, that is the Ibiza trip wrapped up. Where to next? Who knows? Still a couple of trips planned for the summer. So if you're not already subscribed, then subscribe so you don't miss out on all the madness over the course of the next couple of months, because we're in for a good summer, boys. We are in for a really good summer. This trip set the tone for my summer, and you best believe I'm going to be bringing a whole lot of value and a whole lot of entertainment to this channel over these next couple of months. So yeah, if you watched it this far, thank you very much. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace!